Hello, Capricorn. We are here to do your live update for your mid-November love reading. Let's tune into the energies of what's coming through. A little bit of astrology I'll add in. I'll give you a bit of guidance and any tips and tricks to have that movement and balance and have an insight into how you can deal with these energies. Now, with you guys this month, you've got so many planets in your sign. We've had the South and North Node in May. We had your energy coming through the first house placement. We also have Pluto hitting you quite heavily. And when it does come to love at the moment, we have Scorpio and Mercury in the energy, which is really mixing things up. It's a bit like a witch's cauldron. Now, even your chakra cards that have come through, you've got two cards come out per section as the oval, the rising energy of what's really crowning you at the moment. Two for the chakras, two for the crystals, and two for the native spirit cards. Let's have a look very quickly at your chart. And do remember that next month we're having a little bit of pressure taken off your zodiac sign, but it's preparing you to move into a new phase, which at the moment your self-esteem can be really triggered, your emotions, because Aquarius, the shadow energy of Aquarius is coming through from next month. So you'll already be resonating on it. So you're eating your emotions, your feelings, feeling pushed and pulled, and maybe even resonating with more groups than other groups might be coming through. Your networking, your marketing and things to that degree. You're going to have a lot coming up. So, just trying to stay very grounded. What I am seeing from your chart at the moment is that with Neptune and Pisces, again, conversation, communication can be very out of sort. It can be very choppy, changey. You've got Pisces in that energy. It's going direct on the 29th, I believe. Let me double check. 29th of November, we have Neptune and Pisces going direct. So throat chakra, if it's been coming through or you've been having delayed messages coming through from love and cross wires, not seeing eye to eye with situations, it will plateau out and it's going to balance. Some of these plans are coming into play. Some of it you can be getting to a point you feel a little bit disillusioned and, am I seeing things the right way? And Scorpio is hitting your 11th house of, again, where Aquarius is going to end up being technically, but it will link in more with your second house placement. So, your social endeavors, your hopes and dreams and aspirations, they can be really moving about. There also can be pastimes, being careful not to listen to what people sense and tuning in back into what's going on with you. That's a real large collective message coming through. For your crystal, I am always divinely protected. I know I am safe. Again, I feel you're being cautious in the way you're communicating. I feel you're actually going into shadow energy and focusing. And I think you're really gauging where people's perspectives are coming from. With the jet, tourmaline, onyx, when that comes through, again, it can be very scorpionic, underrealm energy. And I do feel you guys are really digging deep. You're like, okay, I know my position, I know my part in situations, but what were others? What's not being shown to me? And I do feel, hi Dale, there could be maybe suspicion when it does come to your circular energies around you. Maybe reading in between the lines, truths coming through accidentally and really keying in with what has really been happening. If you're superstitious, it's like information accidentally coming towards you and knowing that it doesn't have to directly affect you, but you're seeing people's frequencies. You're seeing their perspectives on your romance. You just put tourmaline on. I got my protection. My sister-in-law gave it. Now, the other crystal that came through came in reverse. My mind and spirit are connected with each other and the divine, and it's in reverse. Let you read what it is in case you need to get it to create balance. Remember the divine spark within. Aspire towards enlightenment, increase mental clarity and intelligence, improve telepathic communication skills. I feel to a degree you're going to start disconnecting from groups that don't resonate with you. you're going to get to a point where, and it doesn't have to be permanent, but it's because you're transforming. And it's like I say, in Ascension, we get put in the naughty corner. When we're fighting it, we're preventing and allowing change to happen. We're fixated. It's got to be like this. This is how it's always been. Again, any complicated situation I've ever had in my life, I usually have found it's like I'm in a punching ring and I'm fighting that circumstance or dealing with it. And then when I let go, solutions come about. And 9 times out of 10, they were better than what my ego had anticipated. And I sort of do feel that going on, especially in the collective, but we'll do collective energy after. I'll do twin flame first, then collective energy. So you do have heart chakra and forgiveness. I did say with the Leo energy coming through, plus we had the full moon in Taurus on the 31st, we've got that moving through to mid-month. So having that heart chakra activation, Neptune retrograde, the crown chakra, the dreams, you know, where you're wanting to be, how you're wanting things to be. A lot of that is getting sifted about in the community. You know, we're talking, we're projecting, we're speaking, and we're feeling a little bit like, wow, I'm really seeing that person's channel in which they're coming from. And it doesn't have to be that it's a permanency. It's an experience and a paradigm of where they're coming from due to their circumstances, but something's shifting. So allowing that person to upgrade, allowing yourself to upgrade and stepping back and observing. But I do feel you guys are really assessing. You're assessing where you're at, you're assessing what you want, and you're looking at what you need to do to move forward. Now, it can be very much, again, it's funny because, as I mentioned, second house placement, possessions, foundation. Sometimes, again, emotionally, you're looking at what people are taking and what people are giving. I'm feeling a lot of lower back energy with the last 3 signs, and the energy of what's coming through is base chakra, obviously with Mars. It's the direct foundation of where we're standing. The forgiveness is okay. Maybe we're not on the same page. Maybe our viewpoints are different, but can 2 that are different be together? Yes, they can. They're the yin and yang of things, but getting into alignment of what you feel resonates with you. But I do feel that you're really moving back onto where you're meant to be, getting back on track, maybe not getting sideswiped with all the Gemini energy in the nodes in astrology because it's overload of information, needing to step away from the ego, being students and going, okay, I'm willing to hear you out. I'm willing to hear the circumstance. I'm willing to take a viewpoint that potentially there's something I'm not seeing. Because something's not grounded at the moment. It's not its natural way of being. And again, you know, Capricorn in the energy is quite funny because it's like this is the way it's always been. Aquarius is the rebel. Capricorn is this is how it's been. It's the structure. So you're getting this kind of rebellious energy moving towards your hopes and dreams and maybe cutting away from what the normal is. Maybe having to look at a different way of looking at this romantic connection. But something in the yin and yang effect of you is very split. You're seeing both sides, which is healthy. It's a healthy way of observing it. You're seeing both sides, both the bigger picture and what is and what isn't grounded to come back to look at where you're going. What you're not feeling is that this is spiritual and whole. And you know you're protected, but you're observing other people, maybe from their perspectives and saying, it's not that it's wrong or right. It's that this can't go on forever because if there is a split, there is a split. And that's division, not integration. So with Aquarius, it's about integration and it's tribe energy, but it's not pack mentality. It's tribe. It's all, we are all one. So the foundation and the heart, which is where we manifest from, not from the ego. You know, a lot of people talk about manifestation. A manifestation is detachment. Manifestation is upgrading your cup, and it's coming from purity. It's knowing that we all get good and bad, and we all attract light and dark, and we're constantly growing. But when you're fixated on, in order to be X, Y, and Z, I need X, Y, and Z, it is, again, lack mentality. So lack attracts slack. Let's get into the cards. I'm sure they've got more to say. And I read these ones upright on this occasion for these romance reads. I have been for all of them. I'm sure my guides will scream at me if they feel that the card should be reversed. So you're really observing. I feel you're in a bit of shock. You're quite like, yeah, you're like, okay, this isn't who I am. This is starkly different to the energies around me. This was not what I intended it to be. So you're feeling as though some way of being is needing to go. It's 8. So reflecting back on the past, being true to your heart, you know, of who you are now and what you want, I feel there's a shift. It's a calm before the storm, but not a negative storm. It's a positive storm. It's a transformative storm of going, wow, I can't believe I saw something this way. I can't believe I related to this. This is what needs to change. And digging deep into the inner truth. Seeing the writing on the wall. Hi, welcome. So the light, it's the shadow with Scorpio. Now, when we link into Scorpionic energy, and you research the energy of transits and, you know, things that come through, Scorpio's very psychic. It can also be hidden. It's linking both to Mars and Pluto, what needs to end. So, of course, when we go through this, some of us fight it. We're kicking and screaming and we're like, no, this is the way it's got to be. Other times it's what is happening outside of us. There is an experience we are having inside of us and it doesn't match. And that can be good or bad, but it's teaching us something about ourselves. It's the conditioning. It's the, you know, the feelings we have. Yeah, and you usually find it resonates quite a bit. So let me look where Pisces is for you guys. 3rd house. Again, Mercury at the moment is in the 3rd house, but you have Pisces, Neptune and Pisces there. So the dream things that were hidden coming to the surface. People's perspectives, people's feelings, your own perspectives to do with your conditioning and how you felt about love. And I do feel information coming towards you, but it's funny because I almost feel you're doing this from a very mature standpoint. I feel like you're going, oh, heck, this isn't about, and it's funny because love is 2, but you can love many. But it's working with the person it's reciprocal energy. But on this occasion, this is a very big transformation for you guys. You're getting to a point you're almost saying, right, how do I feel about this myself? Not what anyone else thinks. Is it really? It's buffering. Are we back? Crown chakra, man, I'm telling you. Might need to close some of these windows. Yildiz is always working. So I've been looking at the astrologer politicians' charts. I'm closing all the windows, so hopefully it doesn't buffer. And Mercury's in shadow, so that's just, you know. Give me 5 and I'll close these down and hopefully it will flow effectively. And I could be frozen on the screen and I wouldn't even know it. 3 more. When they want to load. Not bloody closing. Okay, it's working. Let's hope, okay? So with this technology, the inner truth is coming through. There's many ways this can go, but I think you're sort of auto-correcting. You're like, okay, where do I want to be? Who do I want to be with? How is this going to be? What needs to change? It's all these inner questions. Hi, Toronto. Good. Okay, I'm going to try and keep my crown chakra away from it. Let's look at your Venus house. Okay, health is coming up. What you did, what other people did, I feel gossip as well. Again, because you have Gemini in your 6th house placement. Also next month, I do feel there'll be major, and I feel you're already tuning into this. We are going to have a full moon in Cancer at 0 degrees, and there can be a major transformative energy to do with your emotions, to do with love and where you want to be. So whatever you've been working on, if it's been delayed and it's been coming up for the last 6 months, it makes sense because we had the nodes in Cancer and Capricorn. But there is a transformation happening and it is going to be a breakthrough. But I feel the steps you're taking now is preparing you to open your energy to reciprocal energy. Higher ground, getting into duality. Right? Offerings, breakthroughs, epiphanies, knowing what you want. How does this person feel about Capricorn? I don't know. You're doing this very privately. I think this epiphany is a very private. If you're not happy, you haven't been able to catch me live. I'm going to be live all day. All night for you, Val. I've got twin flame video next, and then I've got the moon energy next. Wow. Okay, this person, it could be the cross watcher. This individual feels you have it all going on, okay? You're wanting to attract that too. And within a connection, you're wanting to have it all, right? You got bountiful harvest. You want it to be the give and take. You want it to be, look, okay, I don't want to go, to the point where we've got crosswise and we're not speaking about things. I want to get to the point that we're understanding and we're working together. And this is your intent moving forward. But I do feel if this person that you're working with isn't doing such and you're feeling it doesn't resonate with you, I do feel you guys will choose to move forward. Those of you on a soulmate twin flame path, I feel, again, seeing the reality of who's with them and who's not. Those of you separate, waiting for communication, I feel potentiality is really coming here. But I do feel it will be as we have the eclipse in Gemini moving forward, it's going to start plateauing and all this movement with communication will start coming through. Okay, your love interest also is wanting the clarity. And I think, again, they're having a lot of epiphanies. They're wondering when these dramas are going to end. They're wondering when this balance is going to come about. They're looking to the moon, right? And they're on the wings of a butterfly. That, this is about the transformations that are required. Scorpio is relating to both... I've got stuttered now. It's relating to Mars and Pluto. It's births, deaths, endings. It's okay. What do we do? How do we bring this about? Is this going to work? Is this not? We need to live in the moment, though. He wasn't willing to. But maybe it's the shadow, Lois, of living in that and accepting that. If that's your truth, and they're an awareness of it, it's you being in alignment of that truth and being able to be in your cup. You know what I mean? And again, just with the Scorpio energy, it's facing these hidden truths. It's facing the truths of things. Maybe he knows something you don't know. Okay, so illumination. There's information coming in. This could be coming through the grapevine. Again, I'm seeing other people. There's a lot of gossip energy going through, and there is going to continue to be moving into this Gemini moon. Keep your dreams alive. This is something that you guys are willing to fight for. However this plays out, I do feel you're going to see the delusions from the illusions to the reality to the dream. And it's like you're just going to, the writing's going to be on the wall. But it's almost, if it really, really resonates with you, you're going to make it happen, and that's both of you. But it's happening synchronistically on both sides of the fence in a yin-yang polarity. On the other side, for those, I'm going to pull a card for those of you that are on the fence and just feel this doesn't resonate with you, you don't want it. If those of you are Capricorn and you're unhappy in a dynamic, I do feel you're having an epiphany that you're just too different. Let's see what comes through for that. Yeah. It could be a resurrection of the energy where you could get back to maybe regrowing it, but it could be also because you have your eye in a different area. Something has activated your heart chakra, and I feel goosebumps. It's like almost nervous energy, like the weight on your chest is there, but it's like you might see them. It might be somebody that you were interested in prior, for those of you that were on the fence and you're in a connection, could be a karmic connection. You're seeing them, and it's reactivating all of those memories. It's bringing it all back, and yeah, catch your breath. That's how it felt. Now it's kind of giving you your new purpose. It's like, okay, where do I stand in the matrix of this? What can you do to make that happen? There also could be a circumstance with this person that needs a bit of help. But I really feel that you are wanting to work together. I'm seeing two scenarios. One, it links to work. They're either past your work or they're watching you. They've seen you at work. The other is they're seeing the work that you've done on yourself. I'm also seeing separately there could be sort of like a grand plan you guys initially had. But there is a binding of these. And this could be blended families. This could be blending your homes, bringing them together, but it is something to do bringing it together. I do feel there'll be a conversation, but these conversations I do feel are happening in all circles. It's going to be with your friendship groups. It's going to be with your work. The butterflies is about the transformation. And yeah, again, Pluto energy and Mars energy coming through in this card with the 8. What you'd need to do, shedding the leaves, having this regeneration, and moving back towards where you feel it resonates. But it's getting on path. Some of you, this could be a third-party energy. And look, third-party energies can be colleagues. They don't have to be romantic interests. But this is the outcome. Let's pull 3 cards for an outcome, please. Potential outcome by the Scorpio moon. Okay. I feel both of you are going to be to the point that you're getting to a place where you're understanding where you want to be, who you want to be with, how you can bring life together, how you can recreate, what you're going to do with that. And it's yin yang, it's 11. Zen garden, getting grounded, realizing what tribe is, realizing that, you love each other. You are thinking of each other. You're facing affairs inside your own conditioning, your own family-related dynamics, your value systems. And yes, by the Scorpio moon, I do believe this is the rebirth of love. This is the balancing of it. But clarity is coming through at this point. Healing, creativity, fertility. Where's your 5th house? Oh, heck. Okay. Some of you, if you had been trying to have children or wanting to have it, it can be where children can be created over the next 6 months. Also ending a cycle, transforming of the home. And your value systems towards if you have kids, they have kids, how things go. Something in that situation is changing. If they were codependent, if you were codependent and it was to do with finances, that situation's changing. And again, I think it really activated by the 1111 gateway. There is going to be an opportunity between now and the Scorpio moon. And I'd say even a week after the Scorpio moon, to be quite honest, due to the fact that when we end cycles, bring in new beginnings, it's those direct steps we have to take to make that happen. But I'm almost feeling the precipice of change. And conversational pieces. It might be a little bit hectic and unseen energy. So card mentioned unseen energy, so we might as well pull a card. What is the unseen that's coming that activates this? Feels a little bit frightening. Oh, okay. Could be an old flame. Who's this? You're the old flame. Old flame, love, surprise, emotions resurfacing. Didn't see it coming, wanting the balance. There is a situation on one side of the fence that potentially there might have been a divorce going through. There might have been disputes connected to finances, and that can be on either side of the fence. Again, with the Scorpio aspect, those are things that can happen. But the emotions, coming to terms with things, that's really what's oozing through here. But you feel like Capricorn's feeling very logical in this standpoint. And they're seeing both polarities, both sides of the fence. So things are making incredible sense. I don't feel they're allowing anyone to shift their perspective. I feel they're navigating from their own compass. I think they're really seeing what is grounded and what's not, and what they're going to need to do to move forward. Any questions while I clean up and prepare for the twin flame reading? I have to decide what deck I'm going to use. Give these ones a bit of a break, I feel. Wonder what will come through. Obviously, I do have my psychic downloads I've had already, which I'll try and jot them down quickly in a quick break. And I will mention them at the beginning of the video so that I can tell you how to look at the energy, what psychically has been coming through, and anything else. And then we'll get into the cards. And at the end of the twin flame video, feel free, you can ask me super chat questions. Probably going to pull the masculine, feminine, and external energies. I need to see where you both are. Yippee! Yeah, let's see. Okay, I'll be back. Bookings info below.